been excellent to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the real potential to be matchup of the day territory. It's all going to depend on how FaZe cope with this kind of one-sided pressure that they're feeling. This idea that they're such heavy favorites that anything less than perfection in this series is a huge misstep. IHC with a T-side start on their map pick. Let's get into this one, shall we? Robs looking like he wants to get involved early. Already dead at the hands of Blitz. An attempt to push through the apartments. One thing FaZe are going to learn is that if you underestimate IHC, they will make you pay the price. Robs falls immediately. And now they look to hit the go button on a B play.
And need that nade now. Twistzz over the top it goes. It's not bad. It chips away, chops down a few of these Ts. But Karrigan on a flank is being heard. They're going to be ready for it. Bartek can find this backstab. Rain stopped the first B pick. They could even leave, but they've actually committed with a plant. And through CT come those final two FaZe players. No kit right now. I don't think there is one. Blitz spams away with the dualies. 3 kills from this guy. And Ray now has to fire back. He's on his third, and he's on for the ace. But with this bomb planted not for them, they are forced to face. They have to chase down Ray, and they call his bluff.
What?
Surely they've got to go eventually. Rain hits another tap, and now it's the 1v1. The ace clutch for Rain. Surely he knows he cannot stick this bomb. He's got to find the fight, and Annihilation will not give it over.
No!
Kill or not, that's IHC's round. Rain tries his best, but it's not enough.
This is the most high-pressure game IHC have ever played in, and to call the bluff of Rain, who is on for the ace in a 1v3 as he's whittled you down, is so incredibly ballsy.
Yeah.
I can't emphasize enough.
Can't play scared in this game if you're IHC, and that's something we were crediting them in the Cloud9 matchup as well. They were playing to win, Harry. On this map specifically, they are such a proactive team, especially on CT sides, not afraid to make plays, not pulling back out of fear of losing the round. We're underdogs. No, coming in confident, coming in calm. And if anything, you say it's a high-pressure game for IHC, I would say the opposite. I'd say there's no pressure. They're not supposed to win this game. They should never win this game. They should never even be here. The pressure's on FaZe to not fall apart when we've seen this exact roster do exactly that back at Rio against VNE. We'll talk more about that later. It's a quick pop-out apps, and it's an A-site take into 2 pistols.
Yeah, Twistzz inside of the site does have a bit of support moving around, taking up position on the short side of FaZe. But the pit is corrupted. IHC have moved in. Blitz knocks out Karrigan, and Bartek delivers the goods. Twistzz falls, the hero gun cut loose from the FaZe ranks, and the save call now gonna come in. It's a convincing second round out of IHC. They don't lose a man. It would have been very easy up against the Force for this one to get a little bit weird, get a little bit wild, but that doesn't happen.
Well, they're even spreading out to get these kills as well. If Rops had a kit, this would be weird, but no worries right now. And Rain, not guaranteed. In fact, I think the only guarantee is his death. They know there's an M4 in play, and Score's going to look for it. Rain is still cornered after that kill. Oh, he gets out. Yeah. That's sick.
It's a backside plant, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, he dies to the bomb. Oh!
Dude, that new bomb on Inferno pisses me off, man. It's so annoying. Like, you're dying. He wasn't even, like, in corner at Sandbags. He was car corner, and he dies to bomb on A. That's so annoying. Ooh, my God. Cole have seemingly defeated Mouse. That's unbelievable. Cole have made vast improvements this event as well. I mean, they've taken some serious names, and now they add Mouse to the tally in an elimination matchup going on to face Fnatic. Exciting stuff all over the day. Upsets galore.
Right, let's focus on this one, though. I do like, right, I feel like more often than not, you're seeing teams elect to backside plant in moments like that just for the extra damage on players trying to save over towards B. Right, when you've taken the site so cleanly in the fashion that IHC did, they could have planted anywhere, and they elected for the super deep one. Let them play around in the pit, have all those crossfires set up, and as we saw, it does damage, right? Rain fell to it, trying to save all the way over at Banana.
It's mad.
IHC have proven to be smart cookies throughout this event.
Yeah. And they've just improved massively, not just since Rio and not just inside of this event as a team, and of course getting the experience against top teams, but individually we've seen players who have gone very quiet in previous tournaments, like Annihilation, have some massive clutches. He was the highest clutch player of the play-in. He had 5 clutches in those opening few days. And even just improvements from players like Techno.
Ooh, that's a lovely dig from Twistzz. Now that might send the bomb back into this B play. Techno, that's a huge opener. That's the hero gun boosted at the back of the B site. You imagine Rops was going to be good for one there, but it falls on deaf ears. Karrigan also dealt with, and so any danger of this round you'd like to think's been dealt with. The only kind of problem piece is Brokey up through Banana. Now he is getting late wrapped by Bartak, so the Hunter might become the hunted eventually, but for now, he's got the drop on IHC. Bartak's got to get a move on because FaZe are moving quickly here. They know he was in the apartments. Annihilation holds the line with Techno 4K, and now Brokey's boxed in. They've done well, dodging the danger of this round, and even dealing with Brokey at the end. IHC, they find the pistol and they stick the landing on the conversions. But this is where the going could get tough.
Yeah, this is where FaZe come alive, right? This is what they've been waiting for, their first gun round, and everything behind it except the AWP for Brokey. Even got a couple of kits in case things do go wrong. IHC, they've had very good post plants, and that's one thing that I'd say is, you know, obviously kind of expected on Inferno, but can be something so difficult when you're coming up the ranks facing better teams. Not knowing when not to overface, when not to give away kills. Score alone ahead of the molly. Oh, he whiffs the spray though, and Rain follows up through the smoke. That's more like it for FaZe, starting things off on the right foot. And taking 2 kills and bounding out. That could have been an opener for Score. Just couldn't convert the spray. IHC constrained to their spawn, but FaZe are not chasing them anymore. What are they looking for, I wonder?
Probably a flash, if I had to guess.
Do they drop one? I mean, they've got a couple already. There's some nades in Banana, a little loose. Retaking it. 50 seconds, that's quite nice. Doesn't mean they don't have much util left up, but it doesn't matter if there's no opponents to hold back.
Yeah, this is a rough first rifle, right? It kind of becomes a non-starter for IHC. They get locked out of Banana decisively. FaZe triple took it. They really wanted to take this map control away. Okay, Bartak. There's another man here to keep it under wraps.
Oh, he's ready.
Another man to keep it controlled, contained. But Bartak will reply through this smoke. 15 seconds. Surely not, right?
No.
Surely not. 1v3.
Has to fake it.
He slows right down. This has left him with very little time, so FaZe will just look to face him on the attempted plant, and there isn't even time to do it. Bartak just left saving. Brokey will put him down. So FaZe on the board early. And already, I think we're getting a look in as to how they want to approach this, right? That was very in-your-face Counter-Strike. Very on brand for a guy like Karrigan, trying to be proactive in how they approach this. They don't want to give IHC the room because there's no doubting the tactics behind this IHC team. They've got some really nice pieces. They've got some really nice execs. And so FaZe want to try and deny that staging platform FaZe, that take at Banana. They don't want to give you the real estate to play your game, IHC.
Yeah, you'd be foolish to, you know, underestimate IHC after the wins they've gotten, and Karrigan ain't foolish. So he's done his homework surely coming into this matchup, and no doubt that IHC would have picked this map coming into the series. It's one that FaZe, of course, are going to be comfortable on. but they would have looked into what they're up against. And ropz is already trying to dismantle the round with a bit of aggro. Disrupt this T side. He's forced them into B. Rain's here with a reflash, but they're right round the corner, ready to go. And he has fallen first. 4 health for Techno. Can't commit because it's mollied, but there's a smoke used anyway. And luckily enough, it doesn't blue fully. It doesn't put out the molly. Actually, he's still going to go through it, though.
Oh, could be the lineup for Brokey, and there's Karrigan to hold the line. Just Techno left, and he's 2 wounded, 2 hurt from that first fight with Rain. FaZe get a second. The aggro still coming through the pipeline. They're trying to force IHC's hands into these plays, right? Sure, in this round, you're given Banana, you're given the chance to throw your util in, but it's still on FaZe's terms. They very much conditioned you to do that by taking such an aggro pathing through the apartments, getting into the backline. IHC back to the drawing board now as it's just the pistols. Chance to get a little weird with it, maybe. They're going to run through the top mid smoke. Just looking for anything, really.
FaZe do look laser focused, though. I mean, yeah, they're keen to take a lot of fights, but ultimately, as good as these young Mongolians are, FaZe know they're better.
I'd be very careful with ever saying a phrase like that on Inferno. I did that with Refresh in a 1v4, and we all know how that panned out.
Yeah, true. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying that there is not upset potential, because currently we don't know the limit of how good IHC can be. But, you know, as much as IHC haven't played scared this entire tournament, there's no way FaZe can afford to either play like you are one of the best in the world, and they certainly are. I like how much Banana control we've seen already in these rounds as well. Rain very keen to push down the extremities as ropz did in ult mid. Annihilation. He's a clutcher, but no armor, so Karrigan will finish him off with the aim punch, and FaZe equalize at 3-3. I do find the map pool exciting. IHC didn't call the bluff. That's what we were talking about the map pool last night in the lobby. They didn't call the bluff by not banning Vertigo, seeing if FaZe would risk it. Obviously, IHC don't play that map, and FaZe have learned what will happen if you leave it open.
Yeah, I think it shows a tremendous amount of faith in IHC's own map pool, though, from them, that they picked up Inferno here. I think you maybe could have also made a case for Nuke. Both very good maps for FaZe, right? 2 of their best.
It's so oh, hold up. Quick B, and Blitz will have to respect that smoke. I think Nuke as a third is awesome because it's IHC's best map, and we haven't even seen it, I'm pretty sure. At least here in Europe. Or rather, they played Furia and Pain, and they beat them both times, so... That impressive.
Oh, fast out in the top mid. A lot of pace on this, through the molly, but ropz out from Boiler, burns them alive. First the Incendiary, and then the Boiler man comes in. Just Bartak left, all alone. Lovely shot to ropz, but he would need a bunch more. Not going to happen in this round. The bomb's already gotten away from IHC. And so FaZe are doing a very good job of disrupting this game plan to open up. It feels like they've really come into this looking to give it 110%.
Machine was saying earlier in the cab over that Karrigan's apparently been doing a lot of individual work as well coming into this tournament, playing a lot of deathmatch, getting a few hundred kills before and after every practice on top of the work that he's doing outside of the server. I think we've definitely seen that for Karrigan. He's come through with some excellent individual performances, and on a star-studded team that's not always necessary, but it's nice to know he can dig deep when times are tough. We especially saw that in that opening BO3 here of the group stage against Spirit, where he topped the entire server with a 1.36 rating. And he started strong here as well on Inferno, 8-3. Always nice to know that when times are tough, if your stars aren't stepping up, Karrigan can rely on himself, and he's always keen on T-sides to throw himself into the meat grinder. This round it was in middle. Karrigan and ropz getting 2 apiece. And IHC now back to another eco round with just Bartak's saved AK. obviously one of G2 or FaZe had to be in the spot, that being the lower bracket. But I think they're fairly assured now that Cloud9 are eliminated as definitive favorites of this lower bracket run. Of course, 4 teams left in it, these two, Liquid and Spirit, for 1 spot in the quarterfinals. Whereas G2 and Na'Vi tomorrow will take each other on for that semi or that quarter seeding spot.
Yeah, you know, we kind of talk about what's on the line for FaZe here. Obviously, defending champs at Katowice, but also the Intel Grand Slam. Been 1 win away for a little while now.
Ooh, lovely.
An opener here for Robs. Getting involved early. He's been very keen to do that. Often been the one going on these aggro pushes in through the apartments. This round's no exception. He opens up with a kill down through mid and onto Bartak as well. IHC, they're juggling this gun around, entrusting it with Techno, who does have armor behind it. But he's going to need to give us a truly special round here.
Yeah, it would be almost poetic, you know. We said last year, at least, if FaZe did it at the Major, for example. Found into Grand Slam, got that big milli, their 4th victory, but maybe it would be just as poetic for them to find it right where it started, in the Spodek. A year down the line later, for FaZe to take that. But it's also great that we're at a time where we don't necessarily have that era for any team, any guaranteed favorite. G2 certainly coming into the year very, very strong. Na'Vi, we're uncertain for, always a guarantee to get out of groups. How much further, we'll have to see. And of course, Heroic, who had a pretty hard time on the stage in Katowice last year, in the best form that we've ever seen this team. I think there's a few teams that you can make very good arguments for to take the trophy here. Even Vitality in exceedingly better form than we've seen in the past year. But, you know, it's it feels special for FaZe, I think. It feels different.
Now we got the AWP for Annihilation out in this round here. Does manage to find T-side impact with it, so it is worth bearing him in mind. Brokey and Rops double set up in the apartments, but in this round, FaZe are giving a fair bit of respect to IHC, right? A lot of these rounds have started off with some key area of the map getting taken by FaZe Clan. Not this round. Instead, they're sitting back, waiting to see what the response is from IHC. More freedom, more room than they've been used to getting in this game so far, but this is where a bit of control is flexed. A battle for top banana ensues. IHC don't have their mind made up yet. Doesn't have to be this B play. Still time to change their mind. And with Bartak in the apartments, that is a route left open. Looks like they want to follow through with this B play. They've got the util to do it, right? Smoke for CT, smoke at Coffins. Molly into the backside. Starting to go now. They cross with this smoke. Carrigan comes through it. Techno will trade him out. That's given a route to the plant here in the 3-on-3. A chance for the IHC squad as FaZe slow on the rotate. Rob still over towards the A side of the map. He's a long way away.
Annihilation, good, so good in these post plants here, and now he's got an AWP as well at quad. This is where you want it. Rops is a long way out indeed, and he doesn't even have a kit, so it's onto his team to find these frags coming in quick. They can't wait forever. He's clearing a dead angle, a banana, and that's a leg shot. Brokey goes a little bit higher on that lip, and as a result, will survive the AWP kill. It's Techno and Bartak, but the bomb is good for them. Rops needs this kill. He's providing cover right now, and Twistzz hits a banger, but Bartak can stop this defuse right here, right now, and he's won the round with that 1 kill. 1v3 for Bartak as FaZe run out of time. Rops' late rotation leaves them high and dry. And despite that missed AWP shot and Twistzz banging headshot, it's still going to come through for IHC. Carrigan did all he could, man. Through the smoke with a double kill on that spray. But it's the objective that comes up for IHC.
Yeah, just playing a time game around the bomb. keeping this competitive, right? I think it would have been a worrying sign with FaZe having strung 5 rounds together in a row, winning everything since the pistol and the conversions. It felt like a big drought of rounds was coming for IHC. They've at least found one, but at quite the cost. You can see that despite winning that last round, they are lacking the resources here. Carrigan getting involved early. Another multi-kill from the man at the helm of FaZe. He does not want foul memories of his time in Katowice, not after the highs of 2022. A 5v3 of Brokey out with that swing. That is a clean flick. We'll have more work to do. His teammate in the site falls. Chance to move in and try play around this bomb for IHC. They've even got a smoke available for the coffin, so they can lock the AWP out of this one.
That CT smoke will fade soon, though, and the bomb hasn't made it across yet. Got to go quick. Spam is very close for Carrigan. Blitz will get that stick off. No denying it yet. It's about moving off of the plant. Carrigan has him trapped in at oranges. Blitz takes a swing. It's Twistzz from afar. And Annihilation, we call him the clutch king. He's still got a 1v4 to do, though. Missed AWP from Brokey. Annihilation needs to force a fight, and they won't give him a chance. Nice trading for FaZe, who keep the spacing tight and won't let the time let them down this round. 6-4. And yeah, they break the streak, IHC, but they don't sit on it for long. FaZe come back in with a nice retake. And all, again, like previous round, set up from Carrigan. Double kill immediately. Peeks through that furious smoke at top car and then re-pushes back through with a flash. He is keen in these rounds, and it's good to see. IHC haven't met this kind of suppression.
Yeah, I think it's even more important because it's Carrigan the one to do it, right? Like, he's going to be looking down the line, getting you fired up, you know, and you see this guy running through banana smokes, multi-killing, finding a lot of success. It's going to inspire the troops. FaZe have got a game plan. They don't want to deviate from it. They don't want to let IHC gain respect in this series. They want them feeling dazed and confused, stun-locked, trapped out. And they're on their way to that. Once again, locking down Banana, not letting IHC build the foundation of a round in the previous. This time, 4 up ult mid. IHC have got their eyes set on taking this apartment's control away. Blitz is going to leave himself alone down towards Banana. Just keeping FaZe's attention here. Rop's waiting back in the boiler. He's been good in this position, but this time everyone will move on past him. Oh, there is a bit of a gap here, right? The only vulnerability is the apartments. Brokey shot in the back as Rops trades places, but Techno 4K opens up with a double. They're even ready for Rops, and that is a shutdown. That is a lockout. The A site is off limits. IHC own it, and FaZe are left saving. This round is over quick as it began.
So cheeky as well. It's just the perfect remedy to FaZe's setup with 3 in middle. It looked like Blitz was in mid to throw that high flash over pit and set them out of apartments. But as soon as Brokey takes that shot, I should go screw it. We know the AWP is down for a millisecond. Let's take it. They hop out of apartments. No one was even watching it, and they shoot him in the back of the head. Even Twistzz didn't turn. Maybe the molly put him off, and he thought he was covered on short, but my God, Rain, he's crispy right now. Deep fried. But it's still the round for IHC.
Dude, even the hunt in this moment, a lot of teams here would elect to build up their own money. IHC were wanting to take FaZe's away. They throw 2 players at it, but Rain and Carrigan both get out alive. And I almost wonder if we're going to see IHC try to follow up with more of these A plays, right? Because the B sites felt a little tricky to get into. Carrigan's been a real nuisance there.
Yeah, I mean, that's you're not going to get that every time, right? It's just because it's so early in the round, and Rops is in boiler. He's heard nothing. They don't realize that there are 4 players already deep in apartments. IHC get there way ahead of the timing in FaZe's head. You've got to show some presence of Banana, though, or you will be flanked. So So that molly will keep Rain and Karrigan back for now. These two has been the stars of the show, no doubt about it. Blinded, doesn't matter. Rain again finds that opener at top B. Score, low health. Annihilation's actually picked Rops in middle though. Still back at ramp. Nice grenade for IHC. Keeps FaZe honest on this B site, but the AWP for the CT side will fire back. Bartak doesn't last long. 3 on 4. IHC had brackets. It's just Brokey here.
Yeah, the triple B push means that FaZe are going to be hot on their heels, but so much is weighted on Brokey's solo A hold with the AWP. Going to look to make a move now. If he goes too early, he could give this one away. Annihilation gets it. The backstab is in. He goes back with the bomb. Oh no! That is a bit of a misstep from Annihilation. Tries to get rid of them. And only now the penny drops that this A side of the map is clear. The flank is in. Blitz with the first. But he's still got so much more to do in this round. Can't make it past.
Oh, what an error. I don't think they realized there was a triple flank there. Like, it's the sheer numbers of FaZe. Right, Brokey solo A. He even peeks ahead of when he should with his flank coming in, but he's trying to assist them, and that just gives the pick over. It gives the pathway into A for IHC. But Annihilation with the bomb of all things. An irredeemable mistake. Let's FaZe back into that round, and Blitz can't even try and clutch because he doesn't have the package. 7-5. But God, they've had opportunity. This could be more. FaZe staying on top of it. App's climb is silent, so Robs doesn't know for sure, but he's in the right spot and the right angle and gets the right kill. Blitz out. Again, FaZe continue to be very active. Double apps, back out. Put the AWP on long after they flash it. They still have full info on Banana. I say full info, scores a little further. But FaZe are ready for this. I like this 1-2 punch. And again, if IHC don't show anything at B, FaZe will flank them in this round.
Rob's even getting flashed in for mid-fights. Ooh, hello. Techno gets that trade. And now Brokey waits over in mid, having to go back, because once again, no one's got their eye on the apartments. IHC, that could be their way in here. Dropping down into the pit now. Exerting a good bit of control, but dealt with by Brokey's AWP, and no one else going to make it through the apartments. Scope weapons serve them up on a silver platter as Karrigan and Brokey continue amassing these rounds for the FaZe CT side.
There's been a couple of shaky moments, a couple of rounds that slipped through, but ultimately, since FaZe have had guns, they have just been dominating this game. Like, the 8-5 looks close, but so much of that is off the pistol and conversions. Some really sharp shooting from FaZe. That's beautiful for Brokey. Headshot over that box. And now I actually have to eco for the last. Another headshot from this big green. Brokey. Lean, mean, killing machine. They're going to pop their heads out from under, though. Rob's trying to keep them trapped in their little hidey hole. And everyone fighting here for FaZe. Of course, Twistzz reaping the rewards with headshots galore. It's 9-5. One more round left in the half. I actually can be happy, but not satisfied, not yet.
Yeah, no, not with the fact that, you know, the bulk of these rounds right now have come off the back of the pistol and sticking the landing on those conversions, right? And sure, they've had close moments. They've had a couple of, you know, nice tries in there, but they're the ones that haunt you if FaZe end up running away with this. Smoke down in top mid, and I feel like there's some treachery at play here. Robs crossing all the way through with this AWP. He's now posted in a very strong position with it. That's a meaty nade onto Brokey. The molly separates him from his teammate. Rops wins a fight over in the apartments, but Rain ain't so lucky. Dealt with over at the top of Banana, and now they're feeling the pressure to rotate players over towards B because Brokey's tagged up.
A lot of wounded players in this round, right? Especially on IHC. Annihilation needs this pick. He's got it. Second North gone. Annihilation bangs out 2 at top mid, and they can't go back to FaZe this banana this time. It's already locked out by Techno. FaZe forced to rotate safe, and Techno hears that as well. IHC have this plant open, in fact, and Techno needs to make up his mind. Flank or go back to middle, because he's still left out of the picture for now, as is Score, also on 4.
2v4 retake attempt. Carrigan already dead, trying to cross middle. Middle is off limits, and with Brokey so tagged up, 25 points of health from the nades earlier at Banana. It looks like IHC have held on for a 6th right at the end of the half. Is that going to give them their second win, moving in to the CT side of their map pick?
Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show.
FaZe have come into this trying to play a real disrespectful brand of CS. They're in your face, they're shutting down key map control, and in spite of that, IHC still managed to get through that first half with 6 rounds to their name. 3 the difference between these teams. And IHC now move on to their CT side. Got guys like Annihilation stepping up with that AWP. He found them a couple of key rounds there, a couple of key entries, and that was T-side AWPing. Should have a far easier time now in this second half. For FaZe, they know a pistol will kickstart this whole thing and open them up to steal the map away. They're moving up through alt mid, but IHC want to try and fight for this. Annihilation with another opener. This is what he's been good at. Rain responds, trying to chase down these two players looking to leave, but with Rops dead over in the apartments, what was meant to be this A split into the site comes to a bit of a screeching halt for FaZe.
Techno's even holding his smoke on B, so he's ready to get that in. It does go a bit early, but better sooner than later. He's going to play behind it as well. Oh, I love this position. They're going to run right by. He should be guaranteed at least one kill here. They go right below him, and he fires away as his teammate comes through the smoke. FaZe get massacred at top B. And Annihilation finding that mid pick. We've seen that so often from IHC CT Pistol, right? They group up in mid, and they face together. They keep doing that on Inferno, and FaZe get caught off guard. Rain tries to chase, but like you said, Bartak up in apps, not checked. Rop's dead, and FaZe don't like the A site all of a sudden. Go back into the lion's den, and well, there's clues in the name. It's full of lions.
Man, like by my metric, this is already great for IHC. Like
that's the scariest part.
The thing that's so wild is like, yeah, they've been great on Inferno. We've seen them getting better and better with every game they play, but this is FaZe Clan.
And FaZe
Clan on one of their best maps.
And they're not playing with respect. Like, you know, sure, there were a couple of crazy rounds robbed, but FaZe are playing very oppressive CS, or at least they were on the CT side, with the amount of flash peeks down banana for Karrigan and Rain. With the way that Orbs were taking apartments, FaZe have been hitting some banging shots, but the fact that IHC are leveling it, matching it even.
Yeah, and you know, IHC are in this really unique spot where the expectations were damn near non-existent showing up to this event. In the eyes of many, making it through the play-ins was job done already.
They said they're here to win it, and I can see why. Playing like they got nothing to lose, and that is very much the case. Score ready for the jump up as Twistzz feeds himself as
even flashed in.
Double kill, take that. Score on the door, on the board, of course. And Karrigan, nice dig. We're gonna need more.
Yeah, gonna need a lot more wrapped from both ends. They will put a stop to him in that clutch attempt. IHC elect to fight. They don't want to give him the room nor the respect in a 1v3 like that. And so they put a stop to it. FaZe actually throwing in a bit more money again. They're trying to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, taste of FaZe's own medicine there. Just digging armor and torn apart by an MP9. And now they have to take a real eco. So this should be 9-9 when all things are said and done, with IHC on the favored half on their map pick. And I think the fear really kicks. I don't want to get ahead of myself, you know. I didn't in Cloud9 the whole time. I'm just thinking, yeah, Cloud9 will come. They'll win. They'll come back. They'll win. But when you lose the opening map as a big favorite in an elimination game like this, that messes with your head, man. That really does mess with your head. It's not like FaZe have made any errors like they did at Rio, you know, letting Vertigo through, that whole veto shebang that really, that probably did tilt them a little bit. But just losing the first map and feeling like you're on the edge of defeat to such a wild card team, I think that is scary. And I think that is a big part of the mental game for any team, even FaZe.
No, I mean, it's an incredibly unique pressure, right? It's not one that you feel a lot either if you're a team like FaZe Clan.
Yeah.
You know, you can even have matchups where it's versus a more tenured, more experienced squad. And, you know, you're still the heavy favorite. You still bear that pressure. But it really is this idea that for IHC, there weren't expectations. They've exceeded every step of the way.
Yeah.
They've kind of blown us away throughout this whole tournament. And so, you know, they're in their stride. They're like brimming with confidence. It feels like they're shooting for the stars, because why not? And for FaZe, it's this idea that this is a matchup they're supposed to win. There's not even celebrations on the line. If they do, they're one step closer to Katowice, to the playoffs, but they're not there yet.
Absolutely. And I think the craziest part as well is we didn't even, you know, we saw potential in IHC back at Rio, but we didn't see any kind of crazy wins. I think they only fielded that one win against 0-0 Nation in that elimination game. But otherwise, you know, a loss to Outsiders, a single-digit loss to EG, gotten 2-0 by OG with, close maps, but that makes these wins all the more impressive, because they've been 2-0ing and grinding out 2-1s against top 10 teams like Furia and just about Cloud9.
Something else I'll say as well, just to continue my kind of pro IHC rant here, it is that unlike in other maps gone by, in other series gone by, you've often kind of had like an identifiable slow start from someone on the ranks.
Sure.
You could maybe say it's Score, who's just down bottom of the board, but man, like for the most part, it feels like they're all switched on right now.
Yeah.
Which is a nice feeling, right? Because sometimes you have guys like Techno 4K falling a little quiet, struggling somewhat, and then having to build into a series. But he's come into this one rip-roaring.
Yeah, we got some audio issues, as you can see, for the IHC boys. So just making sure that's all getting figured out. Admin's on the side already, and FaZe just have to sit there and mull in it. Never ideal, especially when you're on eco as well. But any amount of self-doubt can manifest in the worst of ways. And that's why, you know, let's talk about this, because the way that Cadian in that Game of Glory, rather, BBC documentary based on IEM Rio and more specifically Cadian and Heroic's run at the major, I think it was so interesting hearing the way that Cadian with subtitles talks to his boys and some of the things that he was saying, the way he described negativity and doubt in yourself or doubt in your teammates or doubt in a round or a call, about how it spreads and it infects and what that can do. You know, if one person starts doubting, that's how you fall apart. And on the flip side of that point, that's why Heroic have been such an interesting team over these last especially couple of years, because we call them the Brotherhood through thick and thin. These guys staying together, you know, the roster more than the sum of their parts, without a doubt. And you know, I think the Brotherhood there is an interesting talking point. So tying it back to FaZe, there can't be any self-doubt. There can't be any worry or any disbelief in a game like this where you are such heavy favorites, and that that in essence gives the edge to the underdog to a degree. Because for IHC, yeah, they said they're going to win it and they're here to win it. You know, that's not what we're thinking from the outside. It's not what we're expecting. But to put a fact on that, if they win today, Harry, if they actually did the impossible, which we've said every day we've seen them play, but this really would be the impossible, because at least, you know, Cloud9 Fury are in tumultuous positions, FaZe not in that position. I think you have to seriously open up your eyes to the possibility that IHC could make a run, because it's not like the crowd back in Rio put them off. They were playing against the crowd, against 0-0 Nation on those 12-3 games. They 12-3 two maps. They lost all the way back to overtime, and then they closed in overtime, like with the whole crowd screaming against them.
And I think, interestingly, it'd be a very different vibe this time around.
Oh, I think everyone would get behind them. Yeah.
They would learn what it's like to be on that side of the coin. Well,
it's horrible, because I want them in the Spodek, but we can't have no FaZe in the playoffs.
Yeah, it would really ring out, wouldn't it? And that's like the big thing, right? The reaction is going to be super different on the basis of the outcome of this. If FaZe win, it's an expected result. It was what was meant to happen. If IHC win, there will be chaos. We will be talking about this run forever.
Embrace the chaos. FaZe certainly have in this map.
That's a lovely bit of movement, but Karrigan does not care.
Karrigan, he's really been keen to get involved in the early round, right? Especially on that CT side. He's 5-1 in opening duels right now. Damn good openers from the captain. Couple of pistols there, there and here, and nowhere now. Rain, hello. Oi, oi. Can you silent drop? Yes, you can. Rain's got the moves. But can he groove?
Oh, just tucking in time. Annihilation swinging out, putting a stop to it. Returning a smile to IHC's faces. 9-all, a tie game. A tie game in this second half. First rifle round about to come through the pipeline for FaZe. This is our real good look in to see if they're going to be able to pick this one back up.
And again, reality check, right? We're 9-9, but 6 of those rounds are from pistols and conversions, right? Soon as FaZe went 0-3 down, they got guns. They went on a streak of 5 rounds in a row. I have the same expectation here. But Annihilation's got his AWP. So let's see what IHC want to do to open this round. Triple B sending Score into the fight. Artak and Apps. FaZe want to go through this B smoke, perhaps.
Looks like it. Flash getting teed up. They won't go through just yet, but everyone's here lying in wait. Good damage on that nade. Oh! Wow, really good damage the second time around. Quite the way to open, but they don't want to lose it. I can't believe Score's got it out.
Oh dear.
And these guys are getting sprayed. They're so slippery. No one can hit them. We saw Nafany have the same thing happen yesterday. All right. Oh, Annihilation's taking it one step further. A 5v3 in this first rifle round. This would mean everything to IHC to pick up the pieces, to dust themselves off after a slow conclusion of that first half. But it's not done yet. Brokey and Rain serve them a reminder. Put some respect on the FaZe name. Bartak back at the site. They don't know about him yet. They don't know that he's here. They've got to clear him out. They've got to clear this. Head taken off of Rain. Second man moving in, but Bartak's up for the challenge. And now it's just Rops. 30 seconds to play with. Time's not his friend here. Nade in, but it's missed. It's missed its mark. That nade could have been everything for Rops. Instead, it's nothing. IHC, double digits and in the lead. And you can only imagine how they're feeling right now.
How did Bartak win that? How did he live? He saw them coming at apps. He didn't even shoot. He ducked down. He just said, come into my bomb site. You won't clear me. And they barely did. They go to the back site. He finds 2 kills. The second shot to Brokey. And then somehow lives throughout the spam, the nade, everything. Just tucks in that cubby. Unbelievable. And yeah, they're slippery, Harry. You can't hit them, but it's not 150 ping anymore. This is local area network. And IHC reminding you that anyone can do it. Anyone can take down the world's best. Well, not anyone. But somehow they're up in the lead. They win the first go round of the half. FaZe go to a half buy. Still very lethal in these rounds, though, aren't they? Tech9's popping out of apps. That's how IHC won a round very early in their T side. Catching FaZe by surprise. He won't do that here, though. Bartak's in pit. He's got his eyes on the prize. And Blitz is in the site. He's got like a myriad of one-ways that he's been dropping on A-Site Inferno and playing over the boxes. Util's coming in. It's very clear.
Yeah, they know it's the A play, but now they've got to deal with it. Now they've got to contend with it, and that's easier said than done. Bartak wrestles with the AK, good for the double down in the pit. Annihilation smoked off, won't be able to play into this one. He's just got to give them the respect to get this plant. IHC, it's going to come down to the retake. 3v3 ensues, nades rain over the top, but no damage found from them. No target softened up, no task made easier for IHC. They've got a brawl for this one. Twistzz trying to fight, trying to play the bait and switch with Carrigan in the sight. Tapping away, up close, Techno spots them, uncovers the truth that there were 2 players side by side in the site here, and Annihilation's dropped out of the round as well.
I love that for Brokey. He hid out for so long behind that box, gave nothing away, while Twistzz is just peppering them with A1S bullets. And finally, FaZe pick up that eco win. Those are the rounds that you can't count FaZe out in. And I love the apps pop as well, despite Bartak's double kill down from pit. Blitz falls immediately, and they round the corner onto Bartak. You need to trade better on that A site, unfortunately. And look what it's done to the money. They may have won 4-0 up in the half, immediately down to eco. They keep everything, though. I like that they don't overinvest in this round. Annihilation buys a bit, but he can also AWP next regardless. And Brokey's been handed an AWP. He will make use of it. IHC, you know, 4-man A setup, but there should be no way that they win this round with so little put in.
Yeah, and if FaZe go B, that's the round.
Yeah.
IHC are trying to remedy that by pulling some extra resources over. Rops wins a fight in the apartments, so already the 5v4. The rest should just be a formality here for FaZe as they group outside of the B site. There shouldn't be a lot that IHC can do to change the outcome of this round. They might have basically everyone here, but with just the pistols, it's not going to serve them well.
I think they were going to try boost over the coffin smoke there, but he just jumped into the ground and FaZe heard the step. Bartak with some Kevlar to save. A little bit can go a long way. But, of course, Rops is in alt mid, making sure no one pushes. Same time, doesn't want to go in apps and give out his gun. Why offer up freebies to IHC? Make them earn it. And FaZe have earned an 11th round, and with 5 alive right now, so building up their own bank accounts so IHC can't find a couple of gun rounds and put them on pistols. Very important for FaZe to just not hunt here and keep everyone up. And so they shall. 11-10, FaZe back in control of this game. But I do think about that Cloud9 matchup, and I do think about the amount of plays that IHC had in their pocket on CT side Inferno. Lots of flash pushes, through smokes, and not really even fighting for banana, which could be an issue for sure against a team like FaZe. But in terms of anchoring the site, they kept getting away with more than they should have. So let's see how that looks as FaZe go for B plays and gun rounds. Orbs out. But no util means Annihilation is almost certainly peeking down banana.
Oh yeah, he wants to be involved. As mentioned, getting these kind of opening fights with the AWP, getting the ball rolling, it's been his specialty here on Inferno. Great nade down through mid, finding some good ship damage, and there's that AWP firing off the early 5v4, and when that AWP rings out, it puts the fear in you if you're FaZe. It sends shivers down your spine. He's done it to you again.
Excellent utility damage, right? 2 nades. And they've done 100 or 99 damage in this round from IHC. Now with a boost up, great position, but this is one that FaZe will be ready for. However, Annihilation might just grab a kill and get back. This could be a 5v3 before FaZe actually get a commitment in. The Molly's going to trap Annihilation, but all he needs is one shot to tee IHC up for this round. In come the flashes, he takes a blind shot, now he's really rumbled. Smoke on the Molotov, they don't check the boost, they were chasing the AWP, and Score fires through for 2. Annihilation hits his from the back of quad, and Brokey now needs a highlight, but they go through the smoke. They don't respect FaZe nor Brokey in the clutch, and they find 11th with 5 alive.
This is such a legit performance that we're getting. They're so confident in that moment there.
Someone called Blair, is he okay? His heart's racing more than them.
They repel the B play. FaZe, they try to keep it simple after losing that first man. They think it's going to be as easy as running down the B site with that CT smoke in play, and it's not.
Unreal. He didn't even drop back, call for a flash, try and get the reload off. Nope, just goes through.
And you know, I think one of the things that's so mental, because I see some folks out there still sleeping on IHC, still doubting, right? And, you know, with the other games, with Furia, you can say, yeah, you know, they come off the back of Rio, of the kind of highs, but also a bit of a fallout for them in terms of, you know, it felt like if they were going to win a major, that was going to be the major they were going to win. And, you know, there's been doubts around Art and his style of calling before. For Cloud9, they've had changes. So there's been caveats. There's been reasons why you could have tried to cook up some idea that this team's not legit. But with how competitive they are right now, my God, they're making a name.
And this is not the first step for FaZe, right, in terms of losing to an underdog. They've seen that at Rio, and they will not be here to make that mistake again. Flash up, double logs. If FaZe don't molly this, all they do, and they hit the shot, but the second player must swing, and Twistzz denies it. We needed someone to step up in this round, and Twistzz will fill that void. Bartag flashed into middle, finds Karrigan. FaZe need to commit as a unit. They need to make up their mind, and they know A is weak right now. That is the object of their desires. Score's rotating round. 3-on-3 with a minute on the clock. Score will get here in time.
This is scary. It's the 2 low-health players entrusted with the A hold. Annihilation is very far removed, and if he's left retaken with the AWP, this one might fall on deaf ears. FaZe, this is their chance to course correct. In they come. Rain traded, but Brokey's there to pick up the pieces. Nice. And Annihilation is too far removed from this round.
Good call for FaZe. It almost felt like they were splitting out too much in that round for a moment, but I think Karrigan probably called them back and made sure they cooled off in a 3-on-3. Don't play into the madness too much. Don't let IHC pick you apart one by one. That's so quick. And the weird thing about Annihilation is it's like, Blair talks about on the desk, like, he's the best clutch AWPer at this event, but he's not the best AWPer. And like, that's a fact. Like, he doesn't hit every shot. That's certainly true. But This guy has pulled out a lot of clutches in play-in, and he's played a lot of very important positions on their CT sides, as an AWP always does. Ooh, that was scary. But he was, in my eyes, the problem piece, the latest acquisition back at Rio as an AWPer, and he was a problem. But he has not been anything but a solution here in Katowice. I imagine another techie here as well. But for such a young team, right? Like this, the average team age is 22.2, but that's with Cabal over Bartak. And Cabal is the oldest player in the team. He's not here, obviously just having a kid. Bartak's 18 years old. That puts the average around 19 years of age throughout this current roster we're seeing. Not just inexperience, but damn, they're not even in their 20s yet.
Yeah, you know, and I know that, like, you know, their kind of run back at Rio, there was a certain degree of, you know, they were playing versus the guys they'd kind of watched play and create the game that they're so in love with, that they're so involved with, right? And so there was that element of being starstruck about it, right? That's not the case anymore. Let's take a look over at the B stream as well. Over here, we got Team Spirit taking on Team Liquid. It's a pretty close affair. It's an interesting one, and it even maybe tees us up for the lower bracket rematch between FaZe and Spirit, depending on results.
I think, obviously, Liquid are definitely the scarier team there in current form, you'd like to think. I don't think FaZe would be too scared of Spirit right now. And, of course, Liquid even beat IHC in their opener pretty easily as well. With a strong Inferno start for IHC, but they couldn't close it. I wouldn't even call this game a strong start. This has been back and forth from the get-go. But all pistols and all conversions to IHC in the map so far. Only 5 actual gun round wins. Oh, Techno, very dangerous. FaZe, they're going ahead of it, and that's a great spam through the smoke onto Bartak. Now it's just the AWP, but if FaZe wait these Molotovs, they're about to go.
I actually look like they want to try and push down Banana, come in with a fast flank. If they did this quick, they would have had the backstab. Instead, they might have missed this window. Annihilation is solely responsible for the A site, and they're already in. Too many angles, too much responsibility, and Rain locks him out of the round. FaZe with 5 alive. This one is a FaZe clan round all damn day, restoring a little bit of faith here. Not the kind of ropey nature of some of the other rounds gone by. They get that opener and they deliver on it.
Yeah, that's the swing round, right? Not just a kind of low buy for IHC, like maxed out with an MP9. Yeah, they have the AWP, but they can't even save the AWP, and FaZe keep everyone up. So in terms of the money, it's perfect. And now, actually, a couple of rounds in a row goes a long way on the T side. FaZe poised to take this map away.
Can we triple pool here?
Very awkward timing for Annihilation, who stays on that angle, but he can hear them running up short, he can hear them coming out app, so he needs to turn, and as soon as he does, FaZe come around the corner. Very, very awkward timing. One more second on that corner, he hits the shot, and he can probably go back for a second fight on A.
Yeah, we just saw there as well the reactions, right? That hurt for IHC. They know that that was, you know, really the best buy they might end up having to try and keep this one in that back and forth nature. It was a very important round for them.
Gotta get
just head in their hands. Reality dawning upon them that FaZe have won that breakaway round to start really picking up steam here. A force in from IHC.
Oh, it's crazy, Harry. It's crazy. I don't like it. I would have liked an eco here, just because how important the AWP has been on the CT side, and you get an extra buy, it means, but your AWP is going to be up against 15, 11. Playing for overtime against FaZe, not comfortable. Oof! And triple nade up top B. That's even worse. Score gets destroyed. Airstrike by FaZe.
FaZe looking like they want to go pretty quickly after getting that. They're anticipating that IHC, in all this pressure, are going to pull extra resources around to the B site. That's not happened. IHC have maintained the triple stack. Two of them over in top mid right now. Annihilation run at. Blitz comes in with a kill, but it's not enough to hold on to A. And one by one, these dominoes fall. FaZe teed up for 14, and there's nothing that IHC can do or say about it.
Yeah, and these are risky calls for FaZe, but because they're just so wild, so out of left field, that IHC looks so indecisive in that round, right? Like Blitz gets Molly back, Annihilation stuck in middle, he's playing anti-flash, but FaZe come through the smoke and he couldn't even hit a single target. Then Bartak on short, doesn't know whether to re-aggress or fall back, he's looking at apps, he's just caught in the middle of the open and Blitz's angle is locked out by the AWP. So indecision for IHC, they didn't know what to do, they didn't know whether they wanted to fight or give it up, and FaZe, they live in the madness right there. That's a 14th round. And the trade at the end is perfect. No saving guns for IHC. They have to eco this really and give away 15 and play for overtime. I'm seeing Blitz buy. That would be it's one thing making the decision to buy last round because they could have afforded it, even if it's lacking the AWP. To buy full here is just a flat out mistake. Maybe it's just a hero gun. And in fact it is. Blitz buys, everyone else ecos, but even then. Right, Captain putting it on his own shoulders to go hero mode. Karrigan certainly did on CT Banana. Blitz looks to do the same, but what FaZe been after this entire T side is these A hits, even when they find B picks. Twistzz tasked with holding this B push, but it's just a boost up. Ooh, he's going into it though.
Yeah, moving back, ready for it. The hero gun already cut down. It does fall behind the wall, so it's been retrieved, but moving on up. Twistzz is aware, gonna clear him, score, beheaded. And the rest of FaZe hitting the A-bomb site, moving in. This one feels set in stone here. 15 for FaZe, right around the corner. The hero gun accomplished nothing for IHC. Twistzz has won the B fights. The one man left is Bartak in the A-hold. He makes it exciting, but only for a moment. Yeah. So many players there to get that trade.
Very nice to see FaZe in this extremely high-pressure spot where many other teams have come crumbling down and they don't mess it up. They find 15 first. They are in control. That's just reassuring with the amount of damage that IHC have already done here in Kato.
I mean, yeah, dude, like, FaZe are a very, very hard team to put games away against, right? That's from the experience, it's from the tenure, the belief of this squad that in the long game, they've got it. And that's something they're always going to have over IHC.
Yeah, one narrative people like to assign to Karrigan is that, oh, the 15-round choke, etc. And even though it has happened, I think one of the coolest things about FaZe is their consistency in overtimes in 2022. They closed out so many.
Yeah, I mean, just think back to Katowice Grand Final versus G2, the overtime final.
Ooh, Karrigan, what a play. It's so ballsy. He just beats him to the punch. He hears the low ammo. He goes through with no flash. Annihilation, hit this shot or your game is over. Karrigan will end it for you. The captain leads the way into A, and it's only a mag 7 up in apps. He's even pulled the pistol. Desperation for IHC, and it's sinking in now. FaZe are on your doorstep, and they have knocked down your front door. 5-on-1. FaZe on IHC's map pick. Look to secure it and start this series off right.
Yeah, it crumbles for IHC as we get into crunch time. FaZe lights out. Karrigan, like a rabid dog, just let loose over towards long, mops it up. Great stuff from the captain of FaZe to inspire confidence in this series. Their map pick of Ancient coming down the pipeline next, and it looks like they're in great form.